I flew halfway across the world to the country of the Philippines just to buy this skincare. And I'm gonna test all of it. Welcome to my series, Skincare Around the World, where I travel all over the globe to find the best skincare products in every country and let y'all know if they're any good. And this time I'm stopping in Southeast Asia in the country of the Philippines. But not only did I travel there to find the best skincare, I also got to meet up with one of you guys, my subscribers, to set you up with an entire skincare routine, and even met up with the very popular skincare YouTuber based in the Philippines, Jan Angelo. I searched high and low, going from store to store to find the very best skincare products that the Philippines has to offer that I would never be able to find here in the US. And if you know anything about Asia, they are worlds ahead of our skincare game here in the Wild Wild West. They know what they're doing, we have to catch up. And you know what better way to discover new products than to travel there myself. So get ready for this adventure and let's experience the Philippines together. I made it to the Philippines! Filipino. I'm here in the Philippines and boy am I happy to be back. I'm here in Manila, the capital city of the Philippines, and we gotta get down to business because I am in dire need of a new skincare routine. Because my skin, man, between traveling, trying all these new products, food poisoning, and just the hot humidity of Southeast Asia in summer right now, it's seen better days. She's not her best self right now, and I'm really hoping that I can find Filipino skincare products that will be able to fix all of my problems. If you guys have been following along on my travel series, you know that with every country I go to, I come to the country without a skincare routine, fresh skin, in dire need of products that I can only find from the country that I'm visiting. Are you ready? Let's go! Okay, I'm gonna sit back down because I don't know where I'm going. So this time around in the Philippines, I specifically chose to stay in a place that would be nearby a lot of beauty stores because if there's anything I learned from my last time here, Manila traffic, the worst traffic I have ever seen in a city anywhere. Honestly, when you get here, you kind of have to let go of like the whole concept we call time because there's just no way you're gonna make it on time anywhere. But first things first, I'm gonna go eat some Filipino food and drink some water because I'm starving and very dehydrated because I forgot to buy water last night. Okay, let's go. Okay guys, so the first mall I went to was the Grand Canal Venice Mall, which was, oh my gosh, so beautiful. I was blown away and did not expect to see this type of mall in the Philippines, but unfortunately they did not have a bunch of skincare stores, which I'll explain more why later in the video. But yeah, I was really disappointed by that, so I got some food and trotted off to another mall that I thought would have more skincare stores, and oh my gosh, you guys, it was so bougie, so fancy, absolutely gorgeous. I was so impressed not only by the cosmetic selection that they had, but just the amount of stores. And unfortunately, right away, I came across whitening and skin bleaching products, which was really disappointing to see. I even found placenta cream and shark oil. What? I'm almost certain that's not legal in the United States. Anyway, it was wild, but I was able to finally find some really good quality Filipino skincare brands. I was able to get the help of my friend Jay Sean, who lives in the Philippines, as well as some really kind employees. A bunch of people were helping me out, and I spent hours finding the best routine possible. Unfortunately, I took so much footage for this video, and the audio quality is absolutely abysmal. So unfortunately, I'm not able to use a lot of the footage that I took, but yeah, still had a great time shopping.
Enjoy exclusive privileges in any Watson store in Asia. Just show and scan your Watson's Club physical or e-card.
Smile, strike a pose. The category is...
Lifetime membership is free.
Okay guys, so right now I'm on my way to meet my subscriber. I'm so excited to meet up with her. I can't wait to build her an entire skincare routine. I really hope she loves it. But more importantly, I'm just excited to meet her. She seems so sweet and she said that she's been watching my videos for a long time now. I just can't wait. I'm so stoked. So I'm just waiting for my car right now. And we're gonna head to Ayala Complex, which is a huge mall that will hopefully have the right skincare products. We'll see about that. Oh, and I think that's my taxi. And it was a success. We were able to meet up. Jan Angelo was there, which I'll explain more who he is later in the video. And we were literally just running around the mall trying out so many different skincare products and just geeking out together.
This sunscreen, one of my favorite sunscreens, this is just around $8 US. So good, so good.
Okay, so now that we got the sunscreen figured out, we are on our way to find cleansing balm, cleansing oil, seeing what options they have. Hopefully some good ones. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, he's offering to help my skin. No. Now, yeah. He saw me and he's like, Harvey, you look busted as fuck. you need help?
We're doing like a live makeup removal test. We want to see how well the cleansing cream removes makeup because it's a relatively new product. I haven't tried it personally yet, but it looks very promising, so we'll try it out.
Okay, let's see if it works. Wow, your makeup looks so good.
I know, thank you.
And yeah, that was a fail. The makeup remover did absolutely nothing. But we were able to build an entire basket of skincare products. She was so sweet, so grateful. It was the best experience ever. Yeah! Mission accomplished! Yes! And if your skin breaks out because of these products, it's not our fault, okay? It's not our fault. I don't know how that'll... Woo! Mabuhay! And I made it back, y'all. I'm back home in my home of Hawaii, and my skin is ready to test these products out, bro. But I don't know if it was the travel, the jet lag, or what, but my skin has been going through it. My skin has finally decided to clear up, which is the perfect excuse to destroy it with using a bunch of brand new skincare products. Like you saw at the beginning of the video, I got a bunch of new skincare, all of which is made in the Philippines. And you know, I may have gone a little overboard, just a tad. As I test out these products, I'm gonna tell you guys about some of the adventures I had while I was in the Philippines. I'm gonna start off with the cleanser that I personally found and bought from VMV Hypoallergenics, the Spring Cleaning Pore Friendly Facial Wash for Oily Skin. I immediately was drawn to this because it is fragrance free and it has a very like natural, sustainable look to it. Okay, I don't know how much I love this cleanser. I feel like it's drying down very quickly on my skin and not really doing a lot. I feel like it's disappearing into my skin. Anyway, let me rinse this off. If there is anything to even rinse off, I feel like it disappeared on my skin. Whew, okay, I don't really know how I feel about that cleanser. I really feel like it did nothing to my skin. Even when I looked at my skin in the mirror when the cleanser was still on it, I'm like, there's nothing there. My skin just looks normal. I don't know, I'm not very convinced. I would say I give this cleanser like a 3 out of 10. So next, I'm gonna go in with the serum that I discovered at the store while I was there. The Keeman's Niacinamide Blemish Blur Facial Serum. I gotta say, I was automatically drawn to this one because the ingredient list is stacked. I mean, at the top of the ingredient list, it has niacinamide. It also has oat bran extract for soothing redness and hydrating the skin. Ooh, it's nice and runny, the perfect consistency. Oh my God, this absorbs so fast. Well, you know what? The Philippines is a very humid place. They really do need textures and consistencies in their products that are gonna be able to quickly absorb. So I'm not super surprised. And as someone with very oily skin, I love it. I am gonna do a little bit more though. This time around, I was able to stay in the Philippines for what was initially going to be a week, but I extended to a week and a half. And I was able to stay in 2 areas, Quezon City and Makati. Both of these cities are located in Manila, which yes, is technically the capital city, but Manila is so massive that it's basically like the equivalent of a state. People have told me about what the malls are like in the Philippines, but I really did not expect to walk into what looks like the Venetian in Las Vegas. This mall had legit canals through it. Felt fully like I was in Venice, even though I've never been there. Incredible mall. It was so cool, but unfortunately did not really have cosmetic stores. And I remember running into this issue the last time I was in the Philippines, but I definitely saw it when I was here too. And if you're from the Philippines, please correct me on any of this if I'm stating this inaccurately, but within the Philippines, there is a very heavy presence of skin bleaching products. So whether it's products that have more natural ingredients like papaya, the pigment out of the skin, or products that use traditional bleaching ingredients, there's just a heavy presence of products that, in my opinion, don't include good or healthy ingredients that are intended to lift your skin tone significantly. And from what my friends who are born and raised in the Philippines have told me, there's definitely a deep cultural expectation to appear as light-skinned as possible. And that's something that makes me very sad because a lot of it is tied to very toxic and unhealthy beauty standards that were perpetrated by the Philippines colonizers, Spain. And there's just a lot of roots within modern day Filipino beauty and representation that are tied to European colonialism. And so a lot of the stores that I was running into that did have, you know, Filipino made skincare products were skincare bleaching products, and that's not something I support at all. I think people should love their skin tones, and that is not a message that I wanted to spread on my channel. So I was on the hunt to find some non-skin bleaching Filipino products, and fortunately, I was able to find a bunch. I just had to go to a different mall. Okay, now that serums are over, let's try moisturizers. I have 5 different face moisturizers. Let me explain to you why I have so many. So while I was in the Philippines, I really wanted to connect with a fellow content creator named Jan Angelo, who has come up on my YouTube many times, but he's based in the Philippines and makes skincare educational content, but really features products that are from the Philippines. And if you haven't subscribed to him, you definitely should. He's so amazing. Anyway, I wanted to meet up with him. And so we decided to get dinner in Makati, and he just warms my heart so much. Not only was he so kind and down to earth, but he literally brought me an entire bag of skincare products that are made in the Philippines.
Guess who I'm with?
Oh my god! You guys, he is the best ever. He gave me an entire bag of Filipino skincare products. It was exactly what I was looking for.
I'm so happy, like, he's not AI, guys. He's real.
Look what he's giving me literally right after I filmed.
Filipino skincare, homegrown brands.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Thank you so much. I am so
welcome.
excited to see what these are. You know what's so mind-blowing about this? I didn't even tell him that I was filming this video. He had no idea that I was on the hunt to find products like this. He did that after I had already gone shopping for all the skincare products that I was planning to feature in this video, which is why I have so many products. But you know, I trust his judgment. Someone who is literally born and raised in the Philippines knows about every product there more than my own. And so I'm going to use the products he got me. The first one is the Sipo True Dew Brightening Gel Cream. This one has an ingredient list that I can truly get behind because it has niacinamide, grapeseed oil, Centella asiatica, allantoin. It's just the perfect ingredient list, and it's a gel cream. Ooh, this does feel good. It's definitely more of a cream rather than a gel, but it's very lightweight, does not feel heavy. Oh, and my skin doesn't look too greasy. This is glorious. Anyway, shout out to him for hooking me up with these products, but when we were sitting down at dinner, I was like, hey, are you free tomorrow? Are you doing anything? Because I really wanted him to come along with me for what I was most excited about in this trip, meeting one of you guys and buying you an entire new skincare routine. I had posted on Instagram, which if you guys don't follow me on Instagram, you definitely should. And I was able to meet up with one of my wonderful, beautiful subscribers named G. I was so thrilled to be able to meet up with one of you guys, and I thought it would be a great idea for Jan to come along, and thank God he did, because I am an idiot. Okay, next I'm going to be going in with another moisturizer that he gave me from Lux Organics. He highly recommended this brand and said that it's really popular in the Philippines. And this is the Cica Rescue Gentle Brightening Derma Relief Moisturizer. I need as much relief as I can get, both physically and emotionally. And ooh, it's like a gel cream too. Love it. This one has amazing ingredients like Centella asiatica, niacinamide, ceramides, like so many good ingredients. And I'm going to apply this one to my dry cheeks because it looks like it's going to be like a little bit heavier than the other one. Oh, it's so nice. It has like this nice cooling sensation to it, but definitely more of a cream. The other one I feel like had a little bit more of like a gel texture to it. I was able to meet up with G, and I immediately started grilling her on like what her skin type is, her skin concerns, what products she already uses. And let me tell you, this girl knows her shit about skincare. When she was going into detail about like what ingredients she uses, formulations, she's so knowledgeable about skincare and knew about so many brands and products. Like honestly, she should be making YouTube videos and not me. And it was only in that moment that I was like, Hiram, you dumbass. What are you thinking being a white ass man from the USA coming to a brand new country and being like, I'm gonna hook you up with the best products you can find in a country where I'd never even used the skincare products there. I guess I got a little ahead of myself, and I was hoping that she was kind of like brand new to skincare or didn't know much. But as soon as I heard her going into detail, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna pass the reins to Jan, who knows much more about Filipino skincare products, and he can teach us both about what some of the best products out there are. So thank God for him, because he took us on an incredible tour around this giant mall in Makati, and we basically got to be 3 skincare girls just shopping for products together, and it was so much fun. Sunscreens! I'm so excited to try these! He hooked me up with 4 different sunscreens, and he made some very bold claims about how they are invisible, they're better than Korean sunscreens, which I was like, whoa, hold up, cowboy. I don't think you can get better than the gold standard of Korean sunscreens, but we're gonna put it to the test, and I've decided I'm gonna section up my face into 4 different sections and test each sunscreen out on each area. And I want to start with this one because it looks really pretty. This is the Noah and Eve Neo Ultra Lightweight Sunscreen SPF 50. And it says on the box, with every purchase of this sunscreen, 1% goes to a fund to help restore select tourism sites. It's more than just innovative products. I love a good social cause. It's very much giving me the vibes of my own brand, Selfless by Hiram. But let's see if the performance of it actually matches up. Let me shake it. Oh, it's like water. Ooh, okay. It's kind of like a serum consistency almost. Oh my gosh, this is a sunscreen. It literally feels like water. Oh, I remember he said that all the products that he got from me are fragrance free, which is so sweet that he knows exactly what I love. I will tell you, this is lightweight. It's absorbing into the skin so nicely. I'm not noticing excess greasiness from it at all. And my skin feels like nice and cool. Wow, okay, I will say this sunscreen is definitely like on par with Korean sunscreen technology. It feels just wonderful. This formula is really beautiful, so I definitely approve. I mean, I'm gonna use it a little bit more to see if it like builds up throughout the day, but so far, experience, 10 out of 10. But let's try this one, which is from YOU. It's the Sunbrella Intensive Care Aqua Sunscreen SPF 50. And he recommended this when we were shopping for skincare with G. One thing I do want to know about shopping for skincare in the Philippines that was really interesting to me was just the price point of skincare products. Now, don't get me wrong. Compared to the US, just the price of products in the Philippines is significantly less than what we pay here. And it would be very easy for me to say like, oh my gosh, skincare in the Philippines is so cheap, this is so nice, but I did want to kind of compare it to what like the normal wages are in the Philippines relative to the pricing of other basic things like groceries, clothing, and I will say skincare is definitely pretty pricey compared to the cost of normal goods there. Like even when I was in Korea, skincare is such a commodity there that to locals, it's very accessible. Based off of my shopping experiences, I don't know if I would say that skincare is super accessible. For example, this sunscreen, which I would say was on the lower price end of a lot of the products that I saw, was 500 pesos. That I would say is pretty pricey for what I would expect the average Filipino citizen to be able to afford. So yes, while these products were pretty affordable to me, I just don't know if they would be super affordable for the average citizen, which is really sad. I will say the products that I found that were very affordable were like the very poor quality skin bleaching products that I was trying to avoid featuring in this video. So I hope down the road, kind of like what we've seen in the Western market where there's so many more affordable products available versus even just 10 years ago. I hope the same thing happens in the Philippines where really high quality products can trickle down in price point to a cost that's much more accessible to them. Now for this sunscreen, I do gotta say it's a little bit heavier than this one. Like I feel like this side of my face, it literally just feels like my skin. I don't feel any product. This sunscreen definitely feels a little bit more creamy, but is it still super lightweight? Does it still feel so nice? And does my skin look shiny? I think the proof is in the pudding. I mean, this is great. I would definitely continue using this. I'll give it an 8 out of 10, but definitely better than damn near every sunscreen made in the US. Okay, for my cheeks, I'm gonna be going in with the Sun-Kissed Illuminating Sunscreen. This one has collagen, niacinamide, but it's also a makeup base and it says it's sweat resistant. And some of my favorite sunscreen formulas out there are like also makeup bases. Oh, okay, so it's not tinted. Okay, this one I'm noticing is a little bit heavier than the others. This definitely feels more so like a thicker consistency, maybe better for drier skin. And I'm glad I put it on my cheeks because my cheeks actually are dry, but with this one you'll notice there's a little bit more shine than the others and it definitely feels heavier, but again, I'm not mad at it. It's so much better than anything that we have here. Okay, now for the last sunscreen, and I gotta say they really do a good job of sealing their products because I've struggled opening a few now. Why do I feel like Fifth Harmony where they're pretending to use tools on the tractor or whatever and doing it completely wrong? There we go. Now this sunscreen I'm excited to use on my nose because I, as you can probably see, get a very red nose. I always call it the sundial of my face because it gets all the sun damage. This is a sunscreen from BLK Cosmetics. It's their Daydream Airy SPF 50 formula. And this one is tinted. Now I love a good tinted sunscreen. If you guys have not seen the amount of times that I've used the Bliss Blockstar SPF 30, just know I love a good tinted formula, especially to correct any redness or uneven patches on my skin. And so I'm hoping this one will be able to properly cover the redness that is on my nose. Ooh, okay. As I guessed, I don't think that this is going to match my skin tone, but hey, I'm not the primary audience in the Philippines, so there's that. Okay, I don't have a mirror in front of me, so I'm just gonna blindly hope that I'm blending this in correctly. Okay, Tell me how it looks, be honest. Does it match? I don't know. Oh, wait a second. I feel like this actually looks good. Does it match my skin tone? My phone might be deceiving me. Let me go look in a mirror. Huh, you know what? Much better than I expected. It actually does match my skin tone quite nicely, which makes me think this isn't super full coverage. I mean, when I look up close at my nose, it definitely has like a makeup appearance, more so than I personally like to use. But it's quite nice, especially if you're someone who likes that more medium coverage foundation appearance. I will just be honest though, this is such a small bottle that I would go through this in like a week. So I don't know if I would recommend this one. I'd say this is a 4 out of 10. Not really my vibe, but it's not bad. Okay, you guys, that's pretty much all the products. I just want to say I'm thoroughly impressed. I feel like the Philippine skincare game is so good. I definitely want to continue using these products. And honestly, I was a little bit nervous when I was first going into this because I didn't know how many products I was going to be able to find that weren't skin bleaching or, you know, were actually made in the Philippines. But I gotta say a huge thank you to Jan for really making this video what it is. And I have to say, if you guys ever get the chance to go to the Philippines, you are going to meet the most beautiful, kind, wonderful people. It is such an incredible country that I want to continue returning to throughout my life. And I really hope you guys enjoyed this testing and reviewing of Filipino skincare products. I really hope you guys enjoy these skincare around the world videos. I am still a little, you know, rough and shaky when it comes to the way that I film these just because travel vlogging is a new territory for me, but I want to continue making these. I plan on making a lot more as I travel the world. And if you guys have any suggestions or recommendations around how I can improve these videos, like please let me know. I want to make the best videos for you guys as much as possible. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already because I'm going to be doing a bunch more videos like this, continuing my travels and trying out skincare from all over the globe. And thank you guys so much for watching this video and supporting me, and I will see you in the next country. Mwah.